Hare Krishna, Mataji's.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Tejaswini. How are you?
I'm good Mataji. How are you Mataji?
Good, thank you. So, are you also teaching?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very happy to hear that.
Thank you Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vrajakumari Mataji. Good morning to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, how are you?
I'm okay, Mataji. By Lord Narsinghdev's mercy, somehow he keeps
Thank
us
to you give
occupied.
us this thank to you give us this opportunity to serve Narsinghdeva.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving us the opportunity and agreeing to use our material. It
Thanks to you,
really
Mataji.
is. How was your class yesterday?
It's very good, Mataji. Very good.
How was
It's good, it's
okay?
good.
Okay. Okay. The kids,
Okay.
they could know who's Lord Narsinghadev and all Mataji. I just
Yes. They're excited,
okay.
they know.
They know a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Tejaswini, how was your class yesterday?
Yes, it was very good Mataji. Actually, most of them they already knew. When I asked, "Do you all know who is Lord Narasimha?" They said, "Yes, it's another incarnation of Krishna." And then they were like, "It's half human and half animal." They mostly already know.
Okay. I think many of them watched the movie. There was an old Tamil movie about this,
Yeah.
right? So at least if they hadn't watched, the parents would have watched. So
Mhm.
the parents, I think, may have told them a little bit. Also, when they signed up, they would have been wondering, what is this Lord Nrsimhadev? Who's that? And the parents maybe told them, a couple of things about him. So I think they all mostly know. If they've signed up,
Yeah.
I think they know who he is. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's good that they can be engaged. Okay, so what we did yesterday is I sent a couple of stickers to Mataji. I hope Mataji has already shared with y'all. If
Yes,
not,
Mataji. She shared
she
already.
will. She shared.
Yes.
Okay. So you can, use it to send to the kids as they make something or as they, if they answer the questions nicely in the class, then you can use it to send it to them. Yeah. Also, today I shared with her actually just this morning. Yesterday only I requested one Prabhu to compile, and today I've shared with her this thriller in the pillar. Sorry, Narshinga Kirtan to play before the class starts. So what we do is before the class starts, because I think you will notice, right? Kids they join 5 or 10 minutes earlier before the time itself because they're very excited about the class, many of them. So if you're seeing that trend, right, or even if not, as a teacher what we do is we join 10 minutes earlier. We join 10 minutes earlier and we play this, we share our screen. So this Prabhu has made some nice kirtan. For example, nice tune of Namaste Narashimhaya, the basic one by Swarup Damodar Prabhu, that one, and with some pictures. He has attached it with a video. So it's basically like pictures and the song playing in the background about Lord Narsinghadev. So every day he has made different prayers to play. So we can join 10 minutes earlier. We share our screen with sound and we play the videos. So while waiting, the kids will watch that and they can hear some kirtan. They like it. So it helps to set the right mood before the class itself, when we play the kirtan. So please make use of it. Mataji will share with you all today. So you can start using today onwards. Sorry for the delay on that, but we hope it'll help you all. Okay, it's sharp 7 o'clock now. Let's see who else has joined us. Hare Krishna, Devapriya Mataji. Hope you had a nice class yesterday.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I had a nice class yesterday, Mataji. That was so good.
Okay, good to hear that. All of you are inspiring the children very nicely. Hare Krishna, Hema Mataji. Sharan Mukhi Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sharan Mukhi Mataji from BM.
அம்மா ஹரே கிருஷ்ணம்மா
நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா Mataji?
நல்லா இருக்கம்மா நல்லா இருக்கம்மா
Okay.
அம்மா கொடுத்தாங்க இந்த லிங்க் அதான்
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna, Kishori Mataji. Nice to see all of you early in the morning. We can have some association. Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji. Where are you from, Mataji?
I'm from Johor Bahru, Mataji.
Johor Bahru. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Nice. Devapriya Mataji, are you from KL?
I'm from Johor Bahru as well,
Johor
Mataji.
Bahru also. Okay, okay. Very nice to meet all of you. Okay, so Hema Mataji, should we wait? I think Mataji is driving.
Hare Krishna Mataji. We can start Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Okay, what I've done is I've opened PowerPoint because Mataji has created very nice, Hema Mataji created nice animation effects. So I hope it doesn't, hang on me like it did yesterday. But for backup, I've also opened Google Slides so we can quickly shift in case there's a issue. Okay, I'll just share my screen. Okay, so welcome. So, I was sharing with some of the Matajis, for those of you who just joined, that we created some kirtan video clips. So you can join 10 minutes before. I just shared it with Hema Mataji just this morning. Hema Mataji, I think you'll be able to see after this. You can play the kirtan video clips. You can join 10 minutes earlier and just play that so that the kids can hear, because most of them join at least 5 minutes early. So they can hear for a few minutes. Many of them also join, some of them may also join a bit later. So you can play until, like, you start at 7, right? The class, you can play until like 7:02 or 7:03. So even those who are joining sharp at 7, they can hear a little bit. Okay, so that really helps them to set the mood for the class. Let me check if I'm recording.
Yes, Mataji, you are recording,
It's
Mataji.
recording, right? Okay. Okay, so welcome to day 2 of Thriller in the Pillar, and today we will start by having darshan of Sri Sri Lakshmi Narsimhadev Ki Jai from ISKCON Kuching, Malaysia. Very nice deities served by wonderful devotees as well. So I had the opportunity to stay in Kuching for 6 months. So very, very wonderful deities. So we can introduce these deities to the children today. Okay. And now let's sing our prayers together. Okay, children, you can read and try to sing along. We hope yesterday you could, see the prayers and try to read them. Let's read together now. Okay, so screen conged. So hold on. I'll do a new share. Nama Om Vishnupadhaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadhi Paschatya Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavanti Purusha Loke Madbhaktastvamanuvrataha Bhavan me kalu bhaktanam Sarvesham Pratirupadrik Vagishayasya Vadane Lakshmiryasya cha Vakshashi Yasyaste hridaye samved tam nrsimham aham bhaje. Garjantam garjayantam nijabhujapatalam spotayantam hatantam dipyantam tapayantam divibhuviditijam shepayantam shipantam Krandantam roshayantam dishi dishi satatam samharantam bharantam vikshantam purnayantam karanikarashatayir divyasimham namami Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. So today we tried singing in a different tune. So this tune you can also follow, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay, so now we are going to get into the story time. Okay, before that, very quickly, okay, who remembers what we spoke about yesterday? What was the name of the demon?
Hiranyakashipu.
Yes, thank you very much, Devapriya Mataji. Okay, Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu, what did he do at first? You know, because he wanted to become powerful, so what did he do?
He did some austerities.
Some austerity, some extreme yoga postures he did, right? Like what? Maybe. Does anyone remember? He stood on his toes for thousands of years, not for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? And was, he caused a lot of trouble because fire started coming out of his head. What happened?
The devas started to tremble around due to fear and
Ah,
everything.
yeah, that's right. They were trembling and they ran to Lord Brahma and asked him for help. And Lord Brahma went to see Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu, what are the things that he asked Lord Brahma for?
There are, I guess, 6 boon, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, 6 things. Out of many things he asked for, basic 6 things. Okay? That he asked in such a way that he thought he will not be able to be killed. I should not be killed by any human or animal, inside or outside, day or night, right? Okay, because some of them may be joining for the first time today, because yesterday they couldn't come, right? So then we just do this quick recap. But so then Hiranyakashipu got all this and he became an even greater demon and he started disturbing everyone. But what is the good point about the story that we learned yesterday, children? Who was his son? What was the son's name?
Prahlad.
Prahalad, yes. And Prahalad had wonderful qualities. He was very kind. He was a friend to everyone. He respected his elders. He was never jealous or never proud. Although he was such a big prince, he was never proud and he was never jealous of anyone. Okay, so now let's look today what happened. What happens to Hiranyakashipu and what happens to Prahlad? Okay, so who's telling this story to who? Kishori
Narada
Mataji?
Muni telling story to Yudhishthira Maharaj.
Yes, Narad Muni telling Yudhishthira Maharaj. Okay, we just check if they remember. Okay, so yesterday we were thinking, okay, how did Hiranyakashipu, such a great demon, have such a nice son such as Prahlad? We will answer this question in the days to come. Okay, but first let's look at what happened. Prahlad was only 5 years old and he was ready to go to school. So, when children are ready to go to school, what your parents will do, your parents will send you to kindergarten, to school, right? So, Hiranyakashipu's guru, his guru's name was Shukracharya, and Shukracharya had two sons by the name of Sanda and Amarka. So we can have the children repeat Sanda and Amarka. Okay, so Hiranyakashipu sent Prahlad to both these teachers to learn. And there they were taught many things. Okay, so one day when Prahlad came back on holidays from his Gurukula, Hiranyakashipu, his father, very nicely carried him and put him on his lap, and he asked Prahlad very nicely, "My dear son Prahlad, please tell me, what is the best thing that your teachers taught you in school? What is the best thing you've learned? I want to know." Okay? So then Prahlad told his father, "Oh father, imagine Prahlad is only 5 years old. Okay, what were we talking about when we were 5 years old? So let's see what Prahlad is talking about. Okay, Prahlad told the father, "The world is full of suffering, father, and all of us should take shelter of Krishna." Who's the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Type quickly in the chat box. Who's the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Okay, so they may type. Okay, yes, Krishna. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so when Hiranyakashipu heard this, he was like, "What is this 5-year-old kid talking? My 5-year-old son. Who taught him all this?" He'll just laugh. "Krishna, Krishna, what are you saying, Prahlad?" So he'll call Sanda and Amarka and say, "Be careful, okay? I hope no one is coming into the school and teaching bad things to all the children there. Why is Prahlad saying Krishna, Krishna, and all these things? So just be careful and protect him nicely." So Sanda and Amarka, they were also very surprised. Okay, so they took him back to the school and they tried to teach him about demon affairs, demon subjects. Okay, and when they tried to correct him, Prahalad told them something very, very important for us to remember. Okay, let's read this sloka together. Sayadhayanu, sorry, Sayadhanuvrata pumsam. Sayadhanuvrata pumsam. Pashubuddhir vibhiyate. You can all unmute and we can say together, okay? Pashubuddhir vibhiyate. Anya esha
तान्योथम् इति वेदगता सती
katasati. Okay. So Prahalad told his teachers that, you're teaching me so many things. But then you also teach me, okay, this person is the enemy. Okay, Vishnu is the enemy. This other country is the enemy. These are our friends. Okay. But actually, where is the question of friend and enemy when all of us are servants of Krishna? We think that someone is our friend when he's nice to us and he agrees with us. "Oh, I like you very much." Okay, you can say one of the kids' names. "Oh, Hema, I like you very much." Ah, okay, he's my friend. And then, if a friend doesn't like you, or if you say something and your friend does not agree, then I don't like this person. They are my enemy, we think, right? But if all of us serve Krishna nicely, okay, and we all engage in devotional service and serve Krishna nicely, then there's no question of friend or enemy. Everyone is equal. We will not look at anyone as our friend or enemy. Everyone will be our friend if we think in that way. So Prahlad Maharaj told this to his teachers. Okay. And his teachers were very upset. They chastised Prahlad Maharaj and they threatened him. They said, no, 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 all this is wrong. Who taught you all this? You better forget about all this. You listen to what we are teaching you. Okay, if not, your father's going to be very, very angry, Prahlad. He'll become very angry, means you will be in trouble. We will also be in trouble. So, for your own sake, you better listen to what we are saying. So, they taught him. Finally, after some time, when they thought he was prepared, they will take him back home, and then one day his mother will nicely decorate him and dress him nicely and take him to his father. Sanda and Amarka will also come. Okay, they'll stand there. Okay, Prahlad will go, and the first thing that he will do is he will pay obeisances to his father. What is pay obeisances? Pay obeisances means to do pranam, to fall down at his father's feet and take blessings. This is very important. Okay, we must always, respect our parents and pay obeisances to them. Okay, because our parents are our elders. Okay, so then Hiranyakashipu was so happy to see his son. He took him up nicely, hugged him, and blessed him.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna Mataji.
yes, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, this slide got video, short video. This picture is actually a video.
I see. Okay, yes.
Okay.
So thank you, Mataji. And teachers, this here that you see is a video. So you can play this video. Okay, while you are presenting this slide, please be sure to play it. Okay. So then Hiranyakashipu again, he made Prahlad sit on his lap and he asked Prahlad, okay, what is the best of the knowledge that you have learned? Okay, so Prahlad, he responded with a very beautiful, important shloka, which all of us are going to try to memorize today. We will read it once, I will say, and you can repeat. And after that, you can memorize it at home. Okay, you say it to yourself a few times. You hear the recording that Mataji will share, and you try to memorize and remember. Okay. Shri Praharada Uvacha. You can
Shri Prahlada Uvacha
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu
Smaranam Pada Sevanam
Smaranam Pada Sevanam
Archanam Vandanam Dhasyam
Archanam Vandanam Dasham
Sakyamatma Nivedanam.
Sakyamada Nivedanam.
Yes. So, what does Prahlad explain in this sloka? He explains the 9 types of devotional services. Okay. So, the first one is Kirtanam. Kirtanam means chanting devotional Okay, never mind. So the children will be excited to read. So you can get them to read. Okay, I hope you can still hear me clearly. It says my internet connection is unstable. Can you hear me, Matajis?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So the first one is to hear about Krishna and then to chant his holy names, like chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, to speak about him, to tell the stories to your friends. That is all Kirtanam. The third one is Smaranam, remembering, remembering about Krishna's pastimes, like how Prahlad Maharaj did. We are going to hear about how he remembered Krishna all the time. Pada Sevanam, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Archanam, doing puja, offering incense or udupati every day, offering flowers to the Lord, offering water. You know, if you put one small tulasi leaf and give water to Krishna every day, okay, all this is offering worship or archanam. Vandanam, offering prayers, reciting these beautiful shlokas that you are learning. That is Vandanam, reciting the prayers that we recite before the class. Dasyam, becoming his servant and serving him. Okay. Sakyam, also being the Lord's best friend. And Atma Nivedanam, surrendering everything to the Lord. These are the 9 types of devotional service. Okay. So Prahlad is telling this to who?
To his
Children to
father.
whom?
Father. How do you think his father will react?
Mhm.
Will
Confused.
he be happy?
Angry.
He was
No.
very angry. Yes, you are right. Very angry. Okay. He was sitting in his father's lap. His father just threw him to the ground. Okay, threw him to the ground. And his father couldn't take it anymore. Okay. He was a demon after all, right? He told his demoniac servants, "Oh, demons, take this boy away from me. He deserves to be killed, not beaten." Okay, not scolded, not beaten, not grounded, not okay, you cannot watch TV for one day. It's extreme. He deserves to be killed. Kill him as soon as possible. What a heavy punishment to give a 5-year-old boy who's simply talking about Krishna. Okay, so the demons took Prahlad, as you can see here, and they tried to kill him. What did they do first? First, they struck his body with their tridents and weapons and swords. Okay. Then, after that, they threw him among the snakes. Snakes, most poisonous snakes. Okay. They put him below an elephant, and the elephant made the elephant stamp Prahlad. Okay, they threw him from on top of a very high hill or mountain. Okay, but they could not kill him. Prahlad did not die. Why? Why didn't Prahlad die? Who can unmute and tell me?
Because he prayed to Lord Vishnu.
He Vishnu Smaranam. Remember, we spoke about Vishnu Smaranam. Prahlad Maharaj is the best example for Vishnu Smaranam. He was remembering Krishna or Lord Vishnu all the time. And let me tell you, children, something very, very important. If Krishna wants to protect someone, no one can kill him. Okay? No one can kill someone if Krishna wants to protect them. Krishna came and he protected Prahlad. You can see here, whenever they tried to throw him, Krishna was there to always catch him. So, as long as we always remember Krishna, Krishna will never let us down. He will never let us down. Please always remember Krishna in all the difficult times that you face, whenever you're afraid, whenever you're going through difficulties, just remember Krishna. He will never forsake you. Okay? What else did they do to him? Who can read? Let's ask Mahabhakti Mataji. She's joined us today. Mahabhakti Mataji, can you read, Mataji? What else they did? Okay, I think Mataji is
Hare
busy. It's
Krishna,
fine. Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, I'm cooking, Mataji.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah, I
else?
understand. I understand. Sorry.
Okay, Mataji.
So they gave him poison. They starved him, meaning no food. Okay. They put him in the severe cold winters, left him outside. Okay. And then they, tried to expose him to fire and all that. And they threw heavy stones on him. All this they tried to do. But all the time, Krishna protected him. And they were not able to kill him at all because he was all the time meditating Vishnu Smaranam. Okay, remembering Krishna all the time. And Krishna protected him. So Hiranyakashipu was very, very surprised. Okay, and Hiranyakashipu started feeling very sad and morose. He started becoming a little afraid, actually, just like how Kamsa was also afraid. He tried many things to kill Krishna, right, Kamsa? But he could not. And then he started becoming afraid towards the end. So in the same way, Hiranyakashipu started thinking a bit. He started becoming afraid. What will he do next? What will happen? We will see tomorrow. Okay. So we found that these sessions are not 1 hour, but they go slightly above 1 hour. I think you would have noticed yesterday, they may take up to 1 hour, 15 minutes. So if you want, right, so the children and the parents can plan, you can write there 7 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. when you send out your Zoom link to the groups, just so they can plan, so that they're at 8 o'clock, they're not like, oh Mataji, I have to go now, type of thing. Okay. Okay, so yesterday, where did we go? Where did we visit? Yes, the temple yesterday. Which place was it in?
Puri.
Shantanarayana temple.
Puri town.
Puri, Odisha. Yes, today we are going to visit another very, very, very special town in India. And this beautiful place is called Mayapur. Okay, our ISKCON headquarters is in Mayapur. Okay, so yes, what happened in Mayapur? Okay, so these slides, there are some sound effects. Okay, there will be the sound of a bell when you go here. Okay, so because I'm not able to open in PowerPoint, maybe tomorrow onwards, I'll see if one of you can share instead, so we can have the full experience. So you can, it'll be very nice. It'll be a very nice experience, this story, when you tell the children. Mataji has put in nice, nice effects. Okay. So in 1984, long before all of you were born, okay, one day, some dacoits, what are dacoits? Thieves and murderers. They entered the temple of Mayapur, okay, in the middle of the night, and they attacked the temple. And what happened? Okay, you'll hear gunshots here. Okay, they harassed the devotees, and the deities there, they thought the deities were made of gold. So they tried to steal the deities of Srila Prabhupada and Srimati Radharani. And the devotees, they were real heroes that night. The devotees challenged them, and so shots were fired. Okay, every people, the dacoits were using their guns. The devotees also had one gun which they had kept for their protection, so they fired. And finally, the dacoits, their plan failed to take Srila Prabhupada. But unfortunately, the beautiful form of Srimati Radharani, okay, was stolen. Okay, basically, that form will never again be on the altar of the temple. Okay, so then at that time, what happened? Bhavananda Prabhu, who was in charge at that time, he said, let's install the deity of Lord Narsimhadev. Before that, they didn't have Narsimhadev. They were just worshipping these deities which you see here, Radha Madhav and the gopis. Okay, so Bhavananda Prabhu said, before, long time ago, all our previous gurus, what happened was, whenever there was theft, or whenever all the dacoits previously, when they tried to threaten devotees in Yogapith, a nearby temple, all our previous gurus, what they did is they installed Narsinghadev deities. So today we will also try to install the deity of Lord Narsinghadev. So they planned for that. But Lord Narsinghadev, to worship Lord Narsinghadev, there were very special requirements, very strict requirements. The person must be very strict. So here in this slide, I requested Mataji, I didn't review the slides carefully when I sent her first, but I think we can remove this because the children will ask many questions which will be a bit difficult to answer. So we can just say that Lord Narshingadev's pujari must be very strict and the worship must be very strict. So Mataji will edit that for you all after the class. So the pujari must be very strict and the worship must be performed very properly. Otherwise, Lord Narshingadev will get very angry. So what will happen? None of the devotees were agreeing to worship. They were all afraid. Oh, if Lord Narshingadev gets angry, what will happen? But a very sincere devotee, Pankajangri Prabhu, he agreed to worship Lord Narshingadev. He said, I'll be the pujari. If you bring the deity, I will be the pujari. Okay, so Radhapada Prabhu, okay, he agreed to sponsor the deity. And another Prabhu, Atma Tattva Prabhu, he drew a sketch of how the deity should look. And he traveled and tried to find someone who can make this deity. Okay, he approached a very famous Stapati. Stapati means sculptor, a person who makes deities. Okay, so this person, he said, okay, okay, what deity do you want? I'll make, no problem. Come, Prabhu, please tell me. Okay, then finally, when Atma Tattva Prabhu said, you have to make Ugra Narsimha, meaning Narsimha Dev in a scary form. Narsimha Dev who's ready to jump out of the pillar and attack Hiranyakashipu. That deity of Narsimha Dev you have to make. Okay, but then the sculptor said, no, no, sorry, I cannot make that deity. Okay, so Atma Tattva Prabhu asked many people, but they were very afraid. And they said, no, no, this deity, any other deity you tell us, we'll do. Even Shanta Narsimha or a peaceful Narsimha you tell us, we will do. But not Ugra Narsimha or scary form of Narsimha Dev. Because in order to protect and scare away the bad people that may attack the temple, the devotees wanted to install Ugra Narsimha or a scary form of Lord Narsimha. This scary form of Lord Narsimha will be scary to the dacoits and the bad people, but will be very merciful to the devotees. So again, Atma Tattva Prabhu, he approached the first person. After everyone declined again, he approached the first person. And somehow that first person, he agreed to at least draw an outline based on the scriptural descriptions. Okay, so after everyone in Mayapur saw this drawing, they liked it very much. And after Atma Tattva Prabhu repeatedly went to this Stapati, this sculptor, he finally agreed. And he said that, okay, I will do it. Okay, because I asked my guru, I told my guru, ISKCON, they are coming to me many times and they are asking me to carve this deity of Lord Narsimhadev. What should I do? And my guru said, oh, if it's for ISKCON, you can do it. Okay, so ISKCON is special. The devotees in ISKCON will worship Lord Narsimhadev nicely. So you please carve. Okay, so this sculptor told Atma Tattva Prabhu that the deity will be ready within 6 months. And when Atma Tattva Prabhu went back after 6 months, that sculptor said, oh, sorry, sorry, I haven't found a suitable stone. The stone has to be very, very special. Okay, for the older children, for the older groups, you can mention here. Okay, there were 2 requirements for the stone. When you hit 7 different points around the stone, they should make a special sound mentioned in the scriptures. And another requirement is there's a way to determine whether the stone is living or dead. Very interesting. Okay, there is a type of insect or a bug which eats granite stone. If it eats from one side to the other side and leaves a complete trail, like a full circle, okay, then the test is done. And it must be one single piece of stone, not like you take many stones and join. How can you do that? You must have one piece of big stone, and from that stone, you must carve the deity. So I'm not able to find such a stone. You be patient. I'm searching, and soon I will get it. So finally, the stone was found, and it took 1 year for the pujari to finish the deity. When he finished the deity, he wanted to take a break, vacation time. He went and stayed with his friend for a few days. But what happened, because he had left Lord Narsingadev alone after carving him, okay, he got a call, and his neighbors were telling him, oh, your thatched shed, your shed, they carve deities in a shed. Your shed is on fire, come back quickly. Okay, even though it's heavy rain, but your shed is on fire. Lord Nrsimhadev is angry. He wants to go to ISKCON. So that Stapati, the sculptor, he called Atma Tattva Prabhu, and he said, please, please, you come and you take your deity. Okay, he's burning everything, come and take him, he wants to go now. So Atma Tattva Prabhu will go, and he will bring Lord Narsimha Dev back to Mayapur on a truck. The deity weighs 1 ton, very, very heavy deity. Okay, and they, to carry something so heavy from, this was in another state, they had to pass through several states from south to northeast of India. Okay, south to east actually. So then, um, somehow, all the government agents, they cleared the security, because Lord Narsingadev is there, he takes care of everything. Okay, and finally the deity reached Mayapur. Okay, so, and this is the wonderful, beautiful form of that deity that you can see here. Ugra Narsimha, scary Narsimha, but all of you don't need to be scared, because this deity is very merciful to the devotees, to good children like you. He's always very merciful. He'll always protect you. Don't worry. Okay. So they all install the deities very nicely. Okay. In Mayapur, this deity of Narsinghadev and Prahalad Maharaj. Okay, and it happened in 1986. So first it was 1984 when they agreed to, get a deity of Lord Narsinghadev. But by the time everything was done, all these things happened, it was 2 years later in 1986 that they were able to install the deity of Lord Narsinghadev. And since then, there are many, many, many wonderful stories of how this deity has protected the devotees very nicely. Okay, so that's the story of Lord Narsinghadev in which place again?
Mayapur
Mayapur.
Dham.
Mayapur Dham ki jai, Shri Shri Narsinghadev Bhagavan ki jai. So the devotees there, they decorate Lord Narsinghadev very nicely. They dress him up. They offer tulasi leaves to him. Okay, all of you also, start seeing where you can get tulasi leaves, because on the last day, all of us are together online going to offer 108 tulasi leaves to Lord Narsinghadev. Okay, so now, are you all ready to play? I hope so.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what we have today. Okay. Okay, so you have to tell me the answer, type it in the chat box. Okay, so get the kids to type in the chat box, Matajis, or now, you can just say the answer also. Okay, who? Okay, I'm waiting for you all to type. Whoever who's not cooking or driving, if you're driving, please do not type. Those who are available. And Sanda and Amarka, Gokula, Mataji, very, very fast. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, but who was their father?
Sukracharya.
Sukracharya.
Sukracharya. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the next question. Every one of us is an eternal what of God, and therefore we are not different from one another. No friend, no enemies. All of us, okay, we are eternal
Servant.
servants of the Lord. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, that is correct. Well done, children. Okay, Okay, Prahalad said that there are how many processes of devotional service? 10? 8?
Nine.
9.
9.
9.
9.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you very much. So, in this way, please finish the activity with the kids. Okay, the time limit. What time limit should I set for each question? I wanted to get your feedback.
20-second, I guess.
20 seconds is enough for you to read and, stimulate them. Okay,
I'm
let's
not
try
sure because
20.
based on yesterday experience, they were so fast, Mataji, like super fast.
Okay, they were too fast, right? Okay. So let's do 20 then. Today I'll set it for 20, okay? This one I'll change it to 20. Okay. And so I hope all of you some of you have made the milkshake. Very nice. So here are some more fun things to try today at home. Okay, so we will share a video with you, okay, in the message of the day. So you can watch that video and make this mask of Lord Narsinghadev. Remember, we told you yesterday that, we will have a special program, online program on the last day. So you can then wear this mask, those of you who can make this mask. Okay. And today we're going to make buttermilk. Okay, so buttermilk is a type of drink which is made with curd or yogurt. We pour water in the yogurt, make it a nice, refreshing drink. Buttermilk is also known as more. Okay, so you can all make nice buttermilk for Lord Nrsimhadev and offer it. Don't forget to share the picture with us. Okay, refer to the video that we will send you and you can make this. Okay, so we will all celebrate together on May 24th. Okay, don't forget. Okay, start practicing what you would like to do on May 24th. Okay, tomorrow on day 3, we will share with you some ideas, some role play ideas that you can practice. So please join us tomorrow. In the meantime, you can practice the slokas also so that you can recite the slokas live in front of all your friends and teachers. Okay, so now it's time for the quiz. Here's the link to the quiz so you can have them take it in the class or later. And finally, we will end with the video. I'm opening on Google Slides, so you can't see it. But I hope the video session went well. One thing I wanted to share with you all is, I was thinking about it yesterday, and some of the teachers also shared with me here in India that, instead of fire, because we were concerned about the fire aspect, with the children offering lamps in case they're unsupervised. Um, you can have them prepare flowers, those who have flowers. During this time sometimes it may be difficult to get flowers, but if they have flowers they can prepare flowers and offer, and you can spotlight them one by one as they are doing that. Whoever has a flower or a little lamp, the older kids, then you can spotlight them. Okay, were you able to play and have them sing along yesterday?
No, Mataji, we're not able because I thought it was like, how to say it, like, because we like above 1 hour already, so I thought it's gonna be extend for
It's
so
too much
long.
time, huh? Okay,
Yes.
okay, fine then. Okay, what we can tell them is they can play the song at home. We'll put it in the message of the day. Okay, we'll put it in the message of the day and put a link to the video or attach the video so that they can play it and learn the song at home. In
Mataji, in
case,
my
you
class,
don't
they
have
wanted
time
to
to
sing
play it
this
in the class.
before the class.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
they all was
So in
asking
that case,
Prabhu
Prabhu, you move
like
the
15
slide.
minutes before they want to sing
Mm.
before. So I told them, okay, just come 15 minutes before we'll sing this together.
Oh, very nice.
Usually they'll come
Okay.
15
Yeah,
minutes
you
before,
can do
usually.
that also.
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah, we noticed that. We noticed that. So what I told earlier in the class also, in case it's useful for you, Prabhu, I've also shared some kirtan. Your children are nice, they want to sing together. In case some other children, what we can do also is we can play those kirtans, because many of them they join 10-15 minutes before. But in case the teachers are still busy, you can at least share your screen with sound and play a video so they can watch and sing. So there are 5 different kirtans for 5 days that I shared with them. Hema Mataji just before. So other teachers, you can also use that, or you can ask them if they can come 15 minutes earlier. Later, because it's already 8 o'clock, then they may not want to stay because they have to maybe go to bed or what. But earlier, then they may be quite willing to come. So you can do what Krishna Prem Prabhu is doing. Maybe ask them to come earlier and sing, or even whichever. We'll give you the option of also putting it in the message of the day so they can play at home and keep hearing it. Is that okay? Questions, comments?
Hi, Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, I got a question. The slide where the Stapati's guru will say for ISKCON you can make, did he really say Stanu Nashima or Ugra Nashima?
So I am not familiar with the exact details,
Because if
Mataji.
Stanu means peaceful, right, but they were scared to make because he's very fearful.
Stanu means pillar. Shanta
Okay, so
Narshima means
Santa, yeah,
peaceful.
sorry, Mataji, I confused.
No problem,
Okay,
no problem.
okay,
Stanu
Mataji.
means pillar.
Yeah, correct.
So Narshingadev, who is in the pillar and ready to come out. If you see how Narshingadev looks, right? We can show the children also. You see how he looks, he's like this. He's like ready to jump out of the pillar to protect and save Prahlad Maharaj. So in that way, they wanted that form of the Lord who's ready to jump out of the pillar and protect the devotees. You can say this point, protect the devotees in case some harm comes upon them. So they wanted that form of the Lord. Thank you, Mataji, for the wonderful question.
Hare Krishna
Anyone else? Any
Mataji.
question?
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Kishori Mataji.
You remember no, yesterday we end the session with how such a demonic king had such a nice son. We end up that part. So do we need to
Yeah.
continue with it? So how?
Yeah, so that that question will arise because Srimad Bhagavatam, it has a lot of flashbacks within flashbacks. It's not like
Yes.
first they will say what happens before Prahlad is born. It's not like that, as because it's a conversation, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when it's a conversation, someone is telling the story, and then as they ask questions, then they say, oh, actually this is because of that. So we have tried to present it in a sequential way that the children will understand and appreciate. But yeah, we ended with that question yesterday. So you start today's class, okay, after doing your little recap, you say, so we ended asking, why, how can such a demoniac father have such a nice son? Okay, that we will talk to you about in the days to come. Let's see what happens. Let's see a few events that will happen before that. That will actually be addressed in day 4. Because Prahlad's friends will ask him, when he teaches, day 3, you'll see Prahlad will be teaching his friends. And his friends will, Prahlad will tell his friends, I learnt all this from Narada. Then the friends will ask, Prahlad, you have been inside the palace your whole life. And we don't know any teachers except for Sanda and Amarka. How did you learn this knowledge from Narada? Then the story will come. Okay, Prahlad will say what happened when my father went to perform austerities. My mother, she was, expecting me, and the demigods, because my father was a great demon, they will come and so it's like that, Mataji. So you just say that we will address it in the days to come. So you have to join us every day to hear it. Let's see a few exciting events that will happen before that. You can
Okay,
say it
so
like
that
that.
means it will come. It will come on
It
the
will
pot of
definitely. Day number
right.
4, it's there.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so day number 2 is, mainly conversations between him and his father, and they trying to kill him. Day 3 is, how Prahlad is sent back again to Gurukul, and how he teaches his friends. Okay, so day 3 is short because a lot of philosophy. So we
Mm-hmm.
excluded the philosophical points, but we put in 1 or 2 important points that he'll teach his friends. Okay, so day
Mm-hmm.
3 class, you can definitely finish within 1 hour. Okay, so
Okay.
day 3 will be a bit short, and then we'll end with the question. His friends will ask him, how did you become a devotee? How did you see Narada? and then we will continue in day 4 with all the flashback and all the masala spicy stories about how the demigods will come, kidnap his mother, Narada will stop and all that.
Yeah. So sure the children will ask. I know yesterday itself,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. They're very
question
curious.
already. Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we
thank you,
wanted to
Mother.
leave them with a cliffhanger, as you put it,
Yes.
So they are thinking what will happen next, what will happen next.
In my class, Mataji was like, "Hiya, Prabhu, just tell us why." Then I told it's suspense. I can't tell you now.
Yeah. Actually, I put that question there because Yudhishthira Maharaj will ask Narada Muni. When Narada Muni describes the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj will be so intrigued that he will ask Narada Muni, how is it possible? Okay, so that question comes in that part. So we put it in. So Bhagavatam is like conversations within conversations within conversations. Very nice and refreshing. More questions? Bhargavi, Hare Krishna, how are you, Bhargavi? Bhargavi was one of my students when I was serving in Gokul Garden in KL. So very nice and inspiring to see that she's now teaching the children. Okay, so if nothing else, then we'll give you back 10 minutes, Prabhus and Matajis, to finish your cooking or to start driving to work early. Okay, is that okay? Okay. Thank you very much, Matajis and Prabhus. Hare Krishna, Kaumadaki Mataji, Taruni
Hare
Radhe
Krishna, Greenka
Mataji,
Narayana.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much for joining us. So we will meet again tomorrow. I'll make the recording available for those who couldn't join. We hope the message of the day was circulated in all the groups. In case it has not been, then Hema Mataji will share it. Okay, and then today we will have another message of the day that I will share with Hema Mataji shortly. So these messages should be circulated after the class. So thank you all. We will meet again tomorrow.
Thank
you
you,
very
Hare
much,
Krishna,
Mataji, for
Mataji.
your
Mataji. Thank you,
sharing.
Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Prem
Mataji, thank you.
Prabhu, Bhargavi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna Vasudev Prabhu. We were just finishing, but we share the recording with you.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice to see
thank
you,
you, thank you,
Prabhu.
thank you. That's some work, Mataji.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
no problem. It's nice that, I can see you and talk to you. Though, where are you from, Prabhu?
Johor, Johor.
Johor. Okay, many devotees from Johor. Very nice to see
Hey,
all of you.
how's yesterday class? Okay, did it? Yesterday class okay, no, Mataji. Our class, first day class. Overall, how's it?
Yeah, Mataji's only must tell. Some of them were sharing. They said it went quite well. How was your class, Prabhu?
Oh, my class, normal, fantasy. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And the student also very excited. And
If
then,
the teacher is excited, automatically students also will be excited.
I
It's
think
always
so. I think so. I'm
contagious.
very excited yesterday because there are too many students, and then my 3 students from India.
Oh, very interesting.
So okay, very nice, Mataji.
Good,
Okay.
good.
And then our we got a slide in Tamil also.
Ah,
So
translated it. Okay.
yeah, okay. So far, okay, Mataji. All right.
Oh, good,
You
good.
come and any comment, please let us know lah. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yes. Hey, mom. Sorry. Mahabhakti Mataji will share with you the feedback of the children.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Okay.
All right.
Thank
Hare
you, Mataji. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Dandavat
Rajakumari
pranam.
Mataji, Sharanamukhi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, Devapriya Mataji, Gokula Mataji, Bhargavi and Taruni Mataji, Tejaswini. See you all tomorrow. Vancha Kalpa Tarobhyasha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai,
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada
Jai.
ki Jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Have a blissful Krishna conscious day, all of you.
Okay.